What's up, guys? Chaz with Whiskey and Weapons here, and I'm here with Tim from Dead Air Armament. It's great to meet you, Tim.
Nice
and
to meet you, sir.
You have a brand new Dead Air product for us.
We do. So this is the new Dead Air Odessa, and this really breaks the mold in cans. Before, you would have a tube and then baffle stack or a monocore that would come apart, or maybe not. And then people started welding baffles together. So now we have a can with no welds, with no tube, and it comes with 11 baffles. The one you see here is set up with 7 baffles. Set up with 7 baffles, this is metering in the low 130s with duty grade 147 subsonic ammo. So Ranger SXT, Federal HST, good self-defense load. You know, and that is the same diameter as a 22 can. So I can mount this on my 1989 vintage Beretta M9, and you can still use the sights.
Very cool.
So when you add, we give you the option of adding more baffles. Dead Air is all about the end user experience. So we allow you guys to decide whether you want short and handy, long and quiet. If you're just shooting recreationally, put some more baffles on it. It can go out to 11 baffles, and that's going to meter in the 120s.
We get down into the 120s with 11 baffles. That's crazy. That's
Yeah, you know,
what's the shortest you can go?
Shortest you can go is 4 baffles, which is right here. Now, that's not going to be hearing safe with standard 147s.
Okay.
It will be hearing safe with something like the 160 grain Hush. But what that allows you to do, I mean, you're treading into Hollywood territory on that.
Yeah.
You mount this on a Glock 19, or you know, your pistol of choice, your home defense pistol of choice. That adds nothing to the to the overall length. Something to keep on a bedside table. Again, not hearing safe, but it's certainly better than letting it go without anything on there, because auditory exclusion is a real thing. You might not hear the damage that you're doing to your ears, but it's doing damage.
Absolutely. So it's not your only 9mm can. You also have another semi-modular.
Yes. So. Yes, this is our Wolf 9 SD. This is really designed, as you can see on the CZ, more of a sub-gun pistol caliber carbine can. Right now it's set up with a 3-lug adapter. Comes right on, right off. Out of the box, you're going to get the adapter to put it on a pistol. It is a fairly fat can. I don't know if you can see that. We really designed it for use on a carbine where your sights are over top. It's modular. The baffles are heat-treated stainless steel, fully welded. This thing is rated for 300 blackout supersonic as well as subsonic and 9mm.
Very cool.
Okay. So as it comes out of the box, both modules are here, super quiet. Or you can take the top module off, put the end cap back on, mount it on an MP5K. When you fold the stock, this thing fits into a standard day pack with the can on it.
Yeah, incredible. I like it. Dead Air seems to have a thing for K-sized cans.
We have a thing for letting the consumer who spent his hard-earned money decide what he wants to do.
Very true.
Okay, so there are some other cans on the market that are about the same size, but you're locked in to that size.
Yep.
We give you the option of going shooting recreationally, using a long can, and it being damn near Hollywood quiet with subsonic loads. Or this is, again, hearing safe with a good defense load. All right. If you're going to mount it on a pistol and you want a little bit more versatility, that's where the Ghost M comes in. Again, this is how it comes out of the box. It's a 45 caliber can. The rear baffles in here are heat-treated stainless steel. The front core, the baffles are forged aluminum, 7075 Type 3 anodized, just like an AR-15 receiver. And what that allows for is a pretty light can. These baffles click together, so it's a tube within a tube. That keeps crap from getting on the inside. But you can take that front module off, and have a shorter can, again, depending on what you want to do with it, recreational shooting, I'd say go ahead and use the full-size can. Home defense gun or a short SBR in 9mm or 45, you can use this. You can actually shoot full power 10mm through this.
Nice.
Won't be quiet, but you can do it. And it is rated for 300 subsonic.
Okay.
So from a 32 auto on a VZ61 Scorpion to, M3 grease gun, you got it.
Very cool.
Very, very cool.
One additional feature of the Ghost that I didn't mention is we went a little old school with this. It ships with a rubber wipe. I don't know if you camera can see that or not.
I remember.
So you don't have to use the wipe. But when you put this piece of rubber underneath here, in your short configuration, it sounds in tone almost as good as the full-size can.
Wow. How long is the wipe good for on it?
A couple hundred rounds.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Now ATF changed its interpretation of what a wipe is. It's legitimately a piece of hard rubber. When you blow it out, send it back, we will replace it. Okay. You don't have to run it with a wipe, but that wipe will shave off at least 5 decibels, which is a sizable shift.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's a lot.
All right, so along with all the different pistol caliber suppressors you have, your guys' flagship line is the Sandman Series.
It is.
The mounting system that you guys came up with, I've never seen seize up.
It doesn't. And it also does not launch your can down range.
Well, kind of important. Yeah, that has a few benefits to it, I guess.
So, with our mount system, it is basically, if you're familiar with a 3-lug on an MP5, this is almost like a reverse 3-lug, where the lugs themselves are on the inside of the can, and they mate up with these grooves cut into the muzzle device.
Yep.
So all of our Sandmans are rated to 300 Win Mag. There is no barrel length restriction, so if you have a 7.5-inch 5.56, let it eat. If you have a 8-inch HK51, put it on there. The baffle stack is made from Stellite. It's not just a Stellite blast baffle, it's Stellite all the way.
Incredible.
The tubing is heat-treated stainless steel. Lifetime warranty. And it mounts with one hand
Crank it
on,
down.
one hand off.
That's brilliant.
There are no buttons to push, levers to turn, collars to deal with. It does not get, you don't get carbon lock. If you notice, if you can kind of zoom in to the muzzle device here, that's a pretty gnarly looking muzzle device.
You also don't get that ping with the muzzle device when you're not shooting suppressed.
No. When this is fully mounted onto the barrel, the harmonics are solid.
Yep.
There's no ping.
Nice.
And unlike some other companies, you can pin and weld this thing and you're not going to violate any type of warranty on the muzzle device.
It's an 1.5 inch, so if you want to run it on a 14.5, that's fine.
You got a hole pre-drilled.
There is a hole pre-drilled on these.
Yep.
So
nice.
And these, like I said, these things ship with a muzzle brake. This is a flash suppressor that you can get. So this is set up for 5.56.
And these are probably the least expensive mounts I've ever seen. I think the MSRP on them is like $80.
Yeah, they are pretty much market standard. We have the least amount of back pressure in the industry. So anybody who shot an AR-15 direct gas gun with a can on it through multiple manufacturers tends to leave with tears rolling down their face.
Or if you're left-handed, you can't breathe.
Right. With our cans, it's in front.
Nice. I like that.
And if somebody has a larger diameter handguard, this is really the only option
Fits inside,
for a QD mount. Quick on, quick off.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yep. Lifetime warranty, 300 Win Mag rated, no barrel length restriction.
And you've got 3 sizes of these in the quick
We do.
detach.
So this is the S. This is my personal favorite for running a 5.56, 300 blackout, 6.8. We do have the K. This is our newest one. This, if you measure it from the end of the tines, only adds about 3 inches to the overall length.
Wow.
Now, that'll be safe on a 14.5 and up. The advantage of running this on a 10.5 gun is that if you can't get to your ear pro and you do need to shoot, you're not going to be flashbanging yourself
Over and over and over again.
Yeah, because if you've been around anybody that shot one of these and you weren't able to get to your ear pro, it's really like somebody just dropped a flashbang grenade in front of you. You're going to be disoriented.
Yep.
Okay. That mitigates this to a great extent. And when you mount this 10.5-inch gun, still shorter, issued more cartridges than 14.5 inch barrel, and it's more quiet to shoot.
Bad to the bone, man.
If somebody was going to shoot a lot of 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, or more powerful round, then the L is where you want to be. So it's exactly the same system, but you've got that volume. That's hearing safe with the 308. Yeah, this is our direct thread can. That's the Sandman Ti. So the difference is beyond not having a QD, so you're shaving 1.5 inches off right there. It's 35/8 by 24. The tube is titanium rather than stainless steel. Back stack is still stellite. So we still, you can put it on 1. 300 mag. It still has no barrel length restriction, but it's a few ounces lighter. It's great for precision bolt action.
Nice.
Or if you want to drop it underneath of a handguard on like a real short barrel 300 black, you're approaching Hollywood quiet.
Now, one of the differences between the K, the S, the L, and is the K had a different fix.
Yep. So one of the things about the K, you'll notice this has raised, crenellated end cap. That's a 30 caliber end cap. That's really flash. One of the things about having a low back pressure can is that it has to go out the front. Right. So if you're shooting this on an SBR, say a 10.5-inch gun, it's not going to be surprising. The standard end cap, you're going to see maybe a 2 or 3 inch flame, because instead of coming back into your face as gas, it's going out the front.
Okay.
That shaves it off. Yeah. So you can put this on any of the Sandman, but you really don't need it with the S. The K, it's beneficial.
Right.
And if you guys can't tell, this is why every gun needs to be suppressed, because that's just rude.
It's just rude. Rude.